Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you, tuning into the day's energy, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through for you. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. If you'd like a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. It takes you right to my book online page. All right. As all my readings are for the highest and greatest good, let's get to your reading. The overall energy of this reading is the Seven of Cups in reverse. A lack of options. Not feeling like there are opportunities. Not feeling like there are things that inspire you. Yeah. Ace of Wands in reverse. There's a lack of inspiration, a lack of desire. There might be an exhaustion here as well, if you're feeling exhausted. Yeah, it's a time to gather your strength. It doesn't feel like it's time to make any big moves. I think we'll explore that. It feels like you're recharging. Like you're a phone and you're recharging, and it feels very important, because it feels like you're gathering your strength for a move, something to move forward. It feels like what you're doing right now is more internal than making moves in the 3D. Okay, so a lot of you might be processing some past emotions, grief, sadness, disappointment, regrets, really dense emotions around, even some shame. So this processing of these very uncomfortable emotions takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot out of you. People in your environment why are you sitting on the couch? Why are you not? I'm actually processing generations of emotions and decades worth of repressed emotions. I'm unscattering myself so I can get ready for what comes next, because it feels very important what comes next. Wow. All right. So the hidden blessing is in that Hanged Man energy. Oh, it's what you use with this, how you use this downtime to the best advantage is, it feels like there's something that you need to see, like a download, some new perspective, something spiritual, like a packet or packets of information. It looks like the best way to use this energy is to put yourself in a space of quiet, of calmness, quieting your mind. Do you know how to do mindfulness meditation? One thing I've noticed about mindfulness meditation, quieting your mind, letting thoughts, you can't stop thoughts from coming in, but you can notice, ooh, that's a thought, and I'm just going to let that go. Letting it go. So why this is important is there's new energies, new information packets coming in. But if your crown chakra is full, if you're constantly thinking, then the information packets, the energy that's coming from the divine, coming from your higher self, can't get into your crown chakra and can't be received unless you are in receptive mode, feminine energy, allowing, receiving. If you love thinking like I do and really just thinky thought, think, then it's not the right gear to be in, to receive, to allow something new, a new perspective. So I've been doing mindfulness meditation to quiet my mind, because I've noticed that with these dense energies coming up, these emotions coming up to be processed, it kind of yanks me back, my crown chakra, in the past. Because these emotions I perceive as happening, they happened to me in the past. One way of looking at it is that you are now in a space, in a place, getting prepared for something. It feels like you're getting downloads on what to do next steps. It feels very much like purpose. So not just like, you need to go to the dry cleaners. It's something really big. Next steps. Your purpose going forward. And so can you sit and allow this energy to come in? For some of you, it might be coming in the middle of the night. You might be awake for hours at a time, and instead of trying to fight the sleep that's not coming, appreciating. I am so grateful for this information coming in. I'm so grateful that I can be in a position to allow this to come in. I will have all the rest that I need. There's nothing that's going wrong. This is happening for me. This feels very important information. Yes, it's about also letting go of the past, gaining seniority in your crown chakra. I'm senior in this space. I am owning my energy. And to be senior in your space, you choose what you're thinking about, instead of just your mind going to whatever comes across your crown chakra. Feels like there's a real opportunity to choose. It's choosing to let go of thinking about the past, engaging with the past, and choosing to be present and looking forward. Wow. I feel this excitement, like there's a lot of energy building up with this. So you are letting go of what doesn't serve you, and you are inviting in new energies. I'm also getting that some of you on a body level, inviting in this new energy, taking care of your body, loving your body, nurturing your body, respecting your body and the changes. Wow. Okay, moving on. What you are leaving behind is the Ace of Wands. Desire, a spark. Okay, this is, you're leaving behind, it feels like there's some type of spark, an unrequited energy. Some type of, somewhat, it feels like you've been holding on. This feels unrequited. It feels like fantasy, maybe pining over someone. It looks like there's truth coming in. Maybe part of the downloads and the information coming in is a lot of clarity around someone that you are pining for. there's a realization that that person, there's some truth that's coming out that you're perceiving that allows you to fully see who this is. It feels like this is not who you think it is. I think you might have created a fantasy version of who this person could be for you, and feels like once you see this, once you really see who this person is, that they're not the fantasy version, they're just someone, it helps you let go. And yeah, you leave this behind you. It feels like some veil is being pulled away in your consciousness, and you're now perceiving the truth of who this person is, and realizing, oh yeah, I'm gonna let that go. It feels like it's very important right now to unscatter your energy, to not waste it on fantasies, on things that aren't real. You're leaving behind some financial difficulties as well. It feels like you've been having to kind of be careful with your finances. It looks like you're also leaving behind a healing mode. Like it feels like you might have been in a healing mode for a long time. That's the King of Swords. Looks like you're leaving behind people who are inconsistent, who come and go, who are very confusing with their, or manipulative with their speech. You're leaving behind people telling you what you want to hear, instead of perceiving the reality of who they are. Instead of going into fantasy, and I'm just imagining that this person, and projecting your expectations and what you need from this person, from this relationship, instead just seeing them for who they are. I'm George. It's like being willing to see all aspects of who they are, and then making decisions from there, instead of needing them to be whatever it is that you need. Allowing them to show up as they are, and you show up as you are. So you're leaving behind a lot of mental manipulation, player energy, inconsistent. All right, how to get the most of this energy is the Four of Cups. This feels like when thoughts come into your crown chakra, it feels like letting the past be in the past. It's time to let go. It feels like chewed gum, that you have chewed through the past at this point and gotten everything that you could get out of it. Analyzing, trying to understand what happened in the past, and it feels like it's lost its taste. It's no longer going to be the most interesting energy in the past because of kind of intense negative emotions. It feels like there's a realization that I'm waiting for something better. I'm waiting for the right opportunity. It looks like it's a challenge right now to fill your own cup, to love yourself. That's part of the overall picture of what's going on, is learning how to care for yourself. I'm also getting that You're guarded and protected right now. Your ancestors are around you. There's a lot of cheering and celebration. Oh, okay. So your ancestors want you to see if you can match them as much as you can in celebration, because there's something on the horizon, and to experience things in the 3D, you first have to be a vibrational match for it in your energy, or you can't perceive it, or can't perceive it fully. So instead of focusing on what has been, this whole reading is about letting go of the past. Stop looking at the past. Stop examining the past. All of the fertile soil, all of everything that you want is in the present, moving forward. Feels like an act of self-love to take the discipline to take control of your crown chakra and decide who and what you're going to tune into. And it feels like by tuning into the ancestors, they're on party mode right now, celebration. Because there is a celebration coming. And if you want to be in that energy, if you want to perceive this celebration energy, you have to embody it. You have to be it. Wow, it's beautiful. It feels like such a lovely invitation, despite what's going on in your environment, despite what's got your attention, to tune into the more subtle energies. It also feels like Earth and Gaia, there's just so much joy to be had, to tune into. There's an invitation to join this energy, to anchor into celebration so you can experience all this celebration in your 3D. So interesting. Okay. What's supporting you is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. What's supporting you is you're pulling back your energy from any situation, any person that does not benefit you. Recognizing, instead of trying to fix someone or fix a relationship or constantly trying to get things, just letting them be. Just, I'm going to pull my energy back. Let them figure it out. There's also recognizing that not being an enabler, not doing all the work for someone else, not doing the heavy lifting for those around you, because then you're creating dependency. There's something really lovely about holding space and allowing people to be right where they are. I've found that those who are trying to fix and trying to get someone to feel better is really coming because they don't like the discomfort of someone not being happy or having difficulty, and they want to quickly get them out of that energy and happy, instead of, well, this must be important because you're in this energy. So, you know, how's it like in that energy? How are you feeling in that energy? What's it feel like? What do you want to share? What's interesting, it's very counterintuitive as a psychic who's done thousands of readings. When someone comes in and they're feeling stuck and they don't like how they feel and they want to feel something else, that the best way to have that happen, to get them out of that energy, is to leave the intention of escaping that energy out of the whole work. Let's stay where you are. Let's investigate where you are. And once you stop resisting where you're at and you get curious and you allow yourself to be, allow yourself to feel the uncomfortable feelings and just be present with it, just sit with it, then things start shifting and the person quickly moves through that energy. It's so wild, and it's very difficult at times when someone is like, I need an answer. I need an answer. But the thing is, I've said the answer so many times, but in the state of mind that they're in, they can't receive it because their crown chakra is filled with the question, and there's no space, no quietness for the vibration of the answer to come in. They keep looking for that answer, and even though I say it 5-6 times in the reading, they can't perceive it. They can't perceive it long enough before their energy goes back. So that's taught me a lot about when I'm in that stuck energy, when I feel stuck, like nothing's going forward, that means that there's something. What am I trying to escape? What is it that I'm feeling right now? What's going on right now? All right. So, yes, beautiful. Your energy is shifting. You're making very conscious decisions about where and who you share your energy with. There's also realizing your value with that. Okay, what to be mindful of is temperance in reverse. Being impatient, needing things to be something else instead of accepting things as they are. I find that if I'm really dissatisfied with life and experiences, and I just sit in that energy and allow it and accept that this is how I feel, this is how things have been, I accept that this is, nothing could be different. There's some type of radical acceptance. And once you radically accept what's happening, how you're feeling, accept the past, accept that it couldn't have happened any differently, then you can make informed decisions going forward. You can transmute that energy. Yes, I love it. Temperance clarified by temperance temperance in reverse clarified by temperance upright. It looks like if you don't perceive that what's happening right now, that transmuting this energy is important, then you'll miss the benefit from it. It's important where you're at. It's important how you feel. It's important to own that energy, acceptance, ownership. I own what's happened instead of projecting it onto others, instead of blaming others, instead of taking that hurt and throwing it at someone else, taking that energy, allowing yourself to feel it, dropping the story and just feeling your emotions, feeling your body sensations. Just by the very act of being present with whatever arises, you step into this very Sagittarian energy of transmuting, and you get the positive benefit from being willing to feel. Wow. Okay, and there's also a message here to be mindful of what you say. What you say about the people in your past, what you say about the people around you, what you say about yourself. I'm getting a real message here of, even during your day, if no one's around you, to speak who you are into the air, into the atmosphere. not talking about watching what beliefs, if you don't like the belief, if it doesn't make you feel good, then why do you keep making it more solid? Can you create bridge beliefs to create a belief, get to where you would prefer to be? Beliefs don't have to be solid. I've used them as stepping stones. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and do an extended reading. You are welcome to follow me over on Patreon. The link is in the description box below. It says extended reading, and you just click there. It takes you to Patreon. If you're interested in extended readings, it's $5 a month, and you get access to all the extended readings. I do extended readings on Instagram as well, and so you could receive notification from Patreon and also see those readings as well. It's a pretty good deal. So I'm going to go over on Patreon. The reading is halfway through. I'm going to look at health, relationships, creativity, new opportunities, and career and finance. So if an extended reading, if this has really resonated and you want to join me, you are welcome to join me over on Patreon. I'll see you there. Bye.